Good morning, everyone. Like in the last class, we have seen the named parameter JDBC template as well as simple JDBC template we have seen. Okay. So after we have done the annotation with AutoWire and component, some of the stereotype annotations we have identified. So today we are going to work on the same JDBC example with our annotation style. With our annotation style. So to work on annotation style, what are the configuration we need to provide? So carefully observe here. So we used in the earlier classes these are the classes. So I'm going to work on the same classes to make or will create. So in this time, let me check whether the other objects are available. Now. So let me create. It will be slow. So JDBC configuration. Sorry. So Spring JDBC configuration class we are going to work. So this is the configuration class. We'll work on it. Inside this particular configuration class, what we are going to do here, we'll specify private related information here. So observe carefully.
This is also stereotype
Here.
configuration. Configuration of the stereotype one.
So can you speak a little bit loud?
No, yesterday you mentioned this 4 component controller repository. Those are stereotype, right? This configuration is also stereotype.
No, it is not the stereotype annotation.
Exactly what this you mentioned configuration here for this case.
Configuration. So basically, in the earlier example, we will specify this particular config XML. So same way, we'll work on the bean related information using this particular configuration class. So to share the information to the container, this class contains some of the bean related information. So can you please try to work on the configuration classes what we are going to provide in the configuration class. So to share the information to the container, we will make this class as a configuration.
Okay.
Basically, so here we are not going to write the XML configuration. So that's the reason I'm making this particular configuration class here. Okay, observe here. We have one environment. This is the one environment here. And now public data source. So this is the javax.sql data source and get data source. We'll work on the data source method. And yesterday when we are working on the particular XML style, so what is the implementation class we use for this particular data source? Any idea?
JDBC template. And named JDBC template.
How is it checking if we are already the concern we are not adding?
Okay. Can you speak one by one? I did not understand.
Not showing my
JDBC template or named JDBC configure.
No. Okay. Observe here. Go back to. So which class we are working here? Driver manager data source is a implementation of this particular data source here. So observe here, what we will do here, the same thing will create the driver manager data source. New driver manager data source. And let me import this class. Once we import, what we can do here, we'll try to create data source dot set to driver class name. Okay. Here, what I will do, required property. So we'll see later this, and I'm going to add as of now something called JDBC dot driver class name. Set your. So here, what we are going to do, JDBC dot URL. Set username. Same thing. Get required property JDBC dot username, and the last one, password. So these are required properties JDBC dot password. Okay. So once we specified this, simply we'll return data source here. And now what I'm doing here, I'm making bean annotation here. So understanding here, the thing is a Spring configuration as a XML file, and instead of using this particular annotation, so we'll use it, and this is the some example, something called bean ID, right? And this is the bean implementation classes. So these are the properties. So you can think like how we specified in the last class. So bean ID data source, and it is the implementation. So something, these are the properties. Getting the point. Now back to this particular configuration as. So first we'll check with the data JDBC template. To work on the JDBC template, what I can do, JDBC template. Okay. Now JDBC template is a class or interface.
Interface.
Okay. Okay. Let me go back to the. Sorry. Okay. Go back to the previous configuration example. Can you please speak little bit loud?
It's an interface.
Okay. Observe. Some extent interface. Observe here in the earlier class I used to create the JDBC template here. But what is the implementation class, this particular JDBC template? If it is an interface, we have to specify inside this particular class attribute implementation class, right? Or
Yeah.
we can specify interface here. So JDBC template is not a interface, it is a class. Okay. So observe JDBC template. So something called template is equals to new JDBC template and return template. I'm trying to make bean annotation. Okay. So let me make this also auto while that we have used in the earlier example. Okay. So I have created the configuration information here. Getting the point. But here, what we can do, we need to load. So in the last class, if you go back to the screen file, go back to the previous class. So we have specified this particular component scan whenever we are going for the connection. Getting the point. But here in the configuration, how we can specify. So come back to this particular configuration. We have a button that is called component scan. So we have seen the property in the XML way. We have seen the annotation in the like we can use the particular component scan as annotation when we are going to work on the annotation example. Okay. Here we can say base packages. Now, what is our base package here? com.javatechnology.jdbc. Right. Now, so I want to create one configuration, something called property file. Let me add the property file here. To load the particular property, we have property source. We have property source. We can use the value attribute here to specify property. As path : application.properties. And as of now, we don't have this particular application.properties. Let me create it. This application.property file here. Okay. So we have created the application.property. So now database configuration information. Okay. So what is the database configuration information? Here I want to use this as a key. What is the value we can use? What is the value of this particular JDBC driver class name? So the value is nothing but, we'll check with come back to the last example. This is our driver class name. To JDBC. So what is the URL? This is nothing but, this is our URL. And now JDBC username is nothing but Postgres JDBC dot password. So what is the password we use? So some called Java technology. Okay. So these are the configuration information. Let me save here. Observe, we created the particular conf class and everything is specified. Back to the previous example which we used earlier. So go back to the person template. Now we'll check with DBC template again. Let me comment this example. Okay, we don't want to use the J template also. Let me comment this method also, and just we'll try to implement or get person. We'll see later this particular get person. Okay, observe carefully. Now what we're doing here. So inside the person DMPL, we enable this particular DBC template, and we call this save method, which providing this person of. Okay, sorry. Let me change here. What are the steps we need to provide here? So can you tell me, if I try to move XML to table, what are the steps we need to follow in the particular person DMPL?
Your voice is breaking, Suresh. Can you repeat again?
Okay. So like now this example, like we are converting into XML to annotation. So what information I can write in the person DOMPL to convert this class as a annotation example?
Maybe at the rate of service.
Set of
Service.
okay. Service class already implemented. Okay. Other than service,
The controller.
we don't need any controller.
Yeah, control. Yeah. Repository.
So basically I'm expecting configuration information here because the class is already implemented. So if you want to call this particular JDBC template, what I need to write? Any other persons? Okay. Observe carefully. First full one. Yeah. Tell me. Okay. So if you to create this person DEO MPL in the XML configuration, what we specified here? Can you tell me the XML example first? I want to create out of this particular person DEO MPL. What are the configuration we need to follow to create object of person DEO MPL?
In the bean, we have to mention the bean name and the implementation class we have to write for the particular one. Bean ID with implementation class.
Yes. Which implementation class we need to specify?
Same DO implementation. Person service. Person DO is interface implemented. This person DO implemented. So we will mention the person DO implementation there. Class name.
Yes. So we'll specify this particular person DO MPL as a class of the bean tag. That is correct. But same way, the bean tag we are not going to work. So in the yesterday class, we used some annotation to make this class as a component. Okay, good. So other than component, what is the annotation is suitable for this particular class? Okay, so repository. Repository is there. Annotation. So we can make this particular repository annotation whenever we are going to communicate with the database related classes. And now again this JDBC template is depending on our person DO MPL. We can make auto-wire annotation. Okay. So two classes we created, but now go back to here. So here, which annotation is here? Service. Now observe again, depending on our DEO, we have to make auto-wire. Okay, but in the service we need to specify something called person. The same person service we will use. Okay, we already used. Okay, the same is here to create an argument with the database. Okay, let me go back to the class. All the classes I think we added. Now back to here. What I'm doing here, so instead of taking something called 25 and Spring. Okay, Spring underscore JDBC. So Spring underscore address is annotation. So something. Just I want to like adding name and address. Again, we'll call the method. Let me save the class.
Actually, Suresh, you just written the repository, right? If you written component, you will throw any error there.
Sorry?
So just mention that their repository, right, in the DO implementation class. If you mention there as a component, whether the application will throw any error.
Okay. So we can use basically what I want to explain here. Observe carefully the repository also in the component only. But here I tried by using the component, but for the repository or services, it's not going to work here because so we have like I have seen some of the exception. Even though if I'm trying to handle more exception, I got it with my experience. So this component will not work whenever we are going to work on the repositories like database classes. So we have to make the classes as a on top of the class repository annotation.
Okay.
Okay, if you want, you can try. So what kind of the exception you are going to get? Let me know. We'll try to fix it out. But not sure because when I was in developing application using the Spring Boot, so I used to use this particular component. But I did not get the proper output from the database.
Okay.
Okay, so back here, so somewhere we miss here. Could not auto wire JDBC template. Okay. Get JDBC template defined in the class path. Invocation of init method exception. Property of data source is required. Okay, can you read this message and where we are having something we miss some configuration here. What you are trying to understand here. So reading an exception is very important. So can you try to understand this error? Creating a bean with name get JDBC template defined in the class path resource. So something called this is our resource class and invocation of init method fail nested exception is illegal argument exception. What it so is required. So what you are in this particular
I think in our
property data source
class, data source is not there. I think we have to inject that. I think we have to define the data source.
Good. Okay, go back to our configuration class. Template dot settings. Getting the now go back to an example. Okay, so we'll see JDBC password not found. So we did not specify the password. Okay, let me check here. Okay, you can observe here the spelling is wrong here.
Password.
Okay, so here this is the way we need to okay. And back to again I'm trying to sample. So observe here any exceptions. So we did not receive any exception. Is nothing but successfully insert the record into database. So we'll go back to the database. select star from person. So the record be inserted or not with the 25 ID. So what you understand here, whenever we are going to work on the annotation, without using the XML configuration we have identified here. So now we'll check with getting an object of this particular JDB PL. So this is the get person. Get sorry dot query. So first we'll tell set extractor. What is the SQL here? And
Load.
we can work the load person. We can make question mark here, and we need to specify arguments here. ID. So the last RSC is nothing but new result set extractor. Person.
I think we have to assign it actually person. Only
One. Okay. Observe here, whenever we are going to work on this particular result set extractor, so what we need to follow here? Yesterday we have got exception while working on this particular result set extractor. Look, this rs.net here. Okay. Now, so yesterday someone is trying to ask the question. Whenever we are working on like loading the data, so we need to create object here. Okay. Now the extracting one, the query also written person here. Person is returning. Let me change with the person. Person not equals to null. What we can do? We'll return person object, otherwise we'll return null. Okay. So this is all about the an object. Go back to.
Suresh, I have one doubt here. You just mentioned it, right? So exactly because this query, right, templated query, just storing the data in the result set, right? But why we are assigning the person here?
See, but how you are going to return the result set to person?
But normally, right, if you assign any person, right, all the data will go and store in the person class here, right? So if you iterate this person directly, we can fetch the values, right? Normally in SQL, everything in the person object, if you assign the result set, we can, if you iterate this person, you can get it, right? Again, we are defining person, right?
No. Can you repeat? Like where you are trying to explain line number also? Can you repeat?
Line number 29. Here
Okay.
you just mentioned this person class, right? That means whatever is returning the value from this query, we are assigning the person object, right?
Observe. Wait. How we are returning this person is returning from the struct data method, not from the query. Okay. From the query, we will receive an object from in a result set. From the result set, we are returning person here. The person we are returning here, line number 29.
So whatever inside person, this is different, and whatever the person we are returning, that is different. Even though it is same, they are different, right?
Yes, this method will return the person, and typically this is an interface here. Result set extractor is an interface. So the result set extract interface is having one method, extract data. Now what we are doing here, we are in anonymous inner class. So using this clear, we are implementing the method, the extract data method, to return one object here. Object type is specified as a person. That's the reason we are returning the person. But make sure when we are working, we are going to get data as a result set object, not person object. The result set, from the result set we are convert. Getting the point.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now we implemented this. Go back to the JDBC. We will make some comment here. And now, so something like here, we will check with the same thing called 25. The string annotation, we specify the string annotation, the same annotation here. So it's nothing but, so with get method, we are trying to load an object here. Okay. So we can work on the named parameter also. So to work on the named parameter, what are the steps we need to specify here?
Mm. In the JDBC template, right? We have to named template that we have to use here. Right?
Okay. So to work on the named parameter JDBC template, what we can do, something called parameter, and named the class or interface.
In the class.
So it is also class. Now this name parameter JDBC template, it does not have a default constructor. It having parameter as constructor. One is taking database data source, another one is taking data source. So we'll check with this. Call like this. So simply we return template. Okay. And let me comment this particular JDBC template. Go back to this particular class called name JDBC template. So we'll change it with named parameter JDBC template, and let's comment this below line. Okay.
Can you write
Get
update thing here?
Sorry?
Can you write update operation for update of this one?
Okay.
Still, I asked you one doubt, right? Can you write update? My doubts will be clear now.
Okay. So first we'll insert and we'll see update here.
Okay.
And here we have, let me comment. So it's that I'm going to use, but make sure something the only difference to specified here, address here. Okay. Insert code. Now save all example. Okay. Spring JDBC, we can work on the named parameter and the simple node underscore annotation. Check 26. So now let's insert the recorded database. What we can do here? Let me run same. We are able to see the 26 record here. Okay. But now, so what we have to do here to update?
You have to pass ID and name something. Which ID or which name you have to update.
Okay. Let me first add the methods in the service. We'll work on the same person. With okay, person. Let me implement the method, and before going to implement, okay, update person. Your dot update person. So here we are into the update person. Template dot, which query we can use? We'll for the same update here. Okay, and now we have three update parameters are available. We'll check with map parameters. So check here, like how we can update. First, we need to specify this particular update query. What is the update query we can write here?
For the particular ID, you can change the first name.
No, actually, what is a query?
Query update the table name, set the column name where we have to use it.
Update
The
person. So
Set.
set to something called name. Okay. And where ID is equals to
Right.
ID. So we need to add the name and we need to specify the condition also. Right. So to work on this particular update, first what we need to do here, let me go back here. We'll create here
Map.
SQL parameter source and some call name parameter. Map parameters. And after what I'm doing here, I'm trying to add value. So here what we can specify, first condition, what we are having, something called name, and the
Not good.
value here get name. And again I'm going to add value. Here the second condition, what I'm doing here, person dot get ID, and go back to this. Okay, now what I'm doing here, implement
Name.
update return integer number. So is nothing but is going to provide some information. If the record is not 0, we can expect here. What we can expect here, the
Status greater than 0.
or sorry, this update is greater than 0. So simply we can write some message here. Person data is updated. Right. And we can specify ID if we want. Okay. Now let me copy this. Not updated. Or we can specify no employee found. Sorry. Getting the point. So person data is updated. Here, no person data found with this particular ID. But here, okay, we'll return null. So here we are going to have some sysout. So we'll check whether object data is updated or not. Okay.
Yeah.
What we need to, So to the record, what we need to do here, so simple, I want to change the name. Okay, what name we can make? Update. Instead of save one, we have update person. We have update person. Let me run the example. So person data is updated. Okay.
But here
Now,
address also, right? Address also, right? Why it didn't throw error actually? Because we have need only name and ID, right? But we are passing address also here, right?
address.
Share address.
Okay. So go back here. What is the condition we make and what is the property we are updating?
Name. With ID, we are updating the name.
Yes.
No, see, I don't want to touch address. With ID only, I just want to update the. Why we are passing the address there? Address is also updated now.
Okay. You are not going to pass the address.
It's not required, right? That's what I'm.
Okay. So we'll check 2. See, basically, okay, now we can check here. With the same ID, earlier it is update. Now made to update to, but parameter is same. Okay. Still you are having any question?
Yeah, but here we are using different parameters. Previously we were using map, right? So I thought we have to use map only and we have to do this operation. I tried with map actually. Okay. Now SQL, you mentioned some other SQL.
Okay, we'll check with the map only.
SQL parameters also. Okay. But if in the same method only, if we want to return the person also, for example, here we are return type is person, right? We are just mentioning null here. For example, if we want to return the person, right? Then again I have to do some operation here and get the person information, right?
Yes, because basically update method is not into objects type. Just is returning count
Into
is updated or not is going to return.
yeah. So for example, in the same scenario, if I are using SQL parameter source only, I don't want to return null here. For example, if you want to return the person details, okay, how to write in that case?
Again, you have to hit the database, or else let's check this query. Query. No, it's not going to use query.
Now I have to use again person is equal to template dot get. Using this ID we have to pass and get the person, and we have to iterate that result set, and again I have to return. Like that only I have to do.
Yes. So in the
Okay.
template, we have only one option is we can work on the same.
Oh, same the result set iteration only.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Because I have only that doubt because it's like multiple operations we are doing. Any other shortcut is there? That's what my question was. Okay, got it now.
No, we don't have other option.
Okay.
So, okay, I will do some R&D because all the methods, whatever the methods are provided by the template, so we have to perform the row mapper or results text factor, whatever it is. So to get an object from the database, I will find out any way. If it is found, I will update you.
Okay.
Okay. So these are about the update and insert with the JDB template as well as our named parameter JDBC template. Okay. So if it is, please let me know. So before going to conclude our class.
Suresh, actually, here we are using this configuration instead of using the XML. Everything we are like replicating how we can do it using Java configuration file. Right? So here also same container. The container is same, right? Even though you are using Java configuration.
Yes. So basically here in the configuration, initially the objects will create, right? But wherever we are using this particular object, again the container will come into the picture. It will come back here. It will check for the whether this particular named parameter template object is created or not. And if it is created, again going to check it's having some dependency, the data source will is going to call. But now observe, we are not going to call any data source here. Getting the point. But here, the named parameter method we are not calling. In Java, whenever we are calling this method, then only the object will create. Right. Now, but here we are not calling any this particular method. But who is calling? Container is calling, and container, whenever the container is calling this method, object will create. Line object will create, but when we are going to call and who is going to call is important. That is container will call and container is going to inject everything, whatever the dependency we are going to have.
So that means here we have mentioned configuration instead of initially before in XML things it will load the configuration XML configuration file first. So like that here it will just load this. We have mentioned configuration. This file will be loaded. Wherever we have mentioned name, there the objects will be created and will be injected, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So any other queries? Okay. So if you don't have other queries, so we can conclude the class and we'll see on Monday with a new concept. Like we'll move on to the Hibernate. So once Hibernate is completed, we'll back to the Spring. Okay. So Java, GitHub. So I'm going to commit the code into the repository. Anyone required, please take the code and try. But here, so make sure don't pull the code and try to your own self. But whenever you are having unique queries, just go through the report in the code. Okay. Okay. So we can continue on Monday.